all that bond will come out of there. Hey guys, I couldn't wait, so the spoiler's on here now. We've drilled in. I think you saw me do that in the previous clip. I've got deck screws. That's what I was told to use. I don't like that idea, but it works, I guess. So we're gonna screw some more in there. Right about here, eh?
Yep.
Oh, hang on a sec. Gotta tighten a bit. As you said, what did you say this was? A Stone Age? They had a tail on it, eh? Not a battery pack? Try that again. Is there supposed to be brown rust coming out of there?
On a, can I say on a table?
That's probably because there's Ford parts on there.
I don't know, the Ford parts seem pretty rusty on this thing.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, I can smell the body filler coming out of here from the top side. Well, that should be enough, eh? They're just bolting in the diff. And we need that to get our drive shaft length, because we got to shorten the shaft that we have so that we can start working on the tunnel. So now I'm going to be installing pieces to connect the Mustang frame rails to the back of the car in the bumper mount location. And what I'm going to be starting with is, here's the leftover piece of frame rail that ties in the bumper mounting, stiffens that up. I've cut 2 of these pieces, and we're going to drop one right here, and one right here. And then we can take the Mustang rail and tie it into that piece. There is the driver's side rear frame bumper brace. And there is the passenger side. And now we're going to do our joining rails. This is the back portion of frame rail for the driver's side. There isn't a drain hole in there yet, and the back should be okay. There is the rail. You can see I've welded it to the existing Mustang rail, and I've built this piece, and then this welded to this piece there.
So I'm just trying to fit the dash in to see, basically I want to see how I sit in here and how I feel and how much room we need, so we know where to weld in this cross brace behind the rear seats. So before I was about here, and then I couldn't move the seat far enough, so I was going to have trouble being comfortable in it. But yeah, so that's where we're putting the dash in to try to fit a few things and kind of see what the compartment feels like space-wise.
It's gonna burn oil now. We got a Honda seat.
Yeah.
You want the seat?
Yeah, I do. Please.
Here's a Christmas present for you, Mr.
Sounds good.
So basically, it doesn't matter where the seat goes as long as we move it far enough forward for me. Now in?
Yeah, now at this angle.
Don't scratch the paint! You can build adapters if you need, but I got a Ford guy sitting in a Honda seat.
Oh, jeepers. She's tight. That's a decent amount of room.
Oh, that's like Mustang room now, eh? Like,
yeah.
It's good for tall people or what?
Yeah, I think so. Headroom is better now.
Do you have a pedal sitting in there right now, or what is up by your feet?
Yeah.
Oh, you put them in there. Can I try it?
They were still sitting in there.
I want to see what it feels like.
Steering wheel, I'm not sure where that goes, but this one was extendable, right?
I don't remember. It has tilt, which is better than Toyota had, I guess.
And you always like to sit super close to the steering wheel, right?
Because my legs are so absolutely short.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I need to come closer. But this feels so far away now.
Hey, why don't you just put adjustable pedals in a stationary seat?
Yeah, we'll put the pedals on adjustable wrenches, and in between each run we'll just...
Sorry, I didn't realize we did this, but lean the seat forward.
Can I do it without falling through the
I think
floor?
you're going to fall through. Oh, maybe not.
But the front matches completely.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about as far back with this brace as you'll be able to get the seat.
Yeah, and that's fine.
And then the thing with the back of these seat pieces, they're gonna have to be bent or something, 'cause they're lower than the floorboard.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright.
So, both rails are in the car. Got the one I did initially. And I got this one over here that I just finished welding in. Let's get an underneath look at this, see if we can get a good perspective. Yeah, there is the one side. And then we got the other one over here. So next is trunk floor, I guess. So that Tony can get the fuel tank mounted. So I cut the spare tire well out of the trunk. And we're going to put a flat sheet in here, but with a hole in the middle. That will allow us to mount a fuel tank. Alright, I got the first part of the floor panel in that replaced the spare tire. So the next piece will be probably one whole sheet that kind of goes in the trunk here. Here is the middle trunk floor, and I've put some ribbing in it for strength. There's the trunk floor. It is welded in place. I gotta do the edges yet. I've put a bevel on this edge here so that it can sit flush. Let's cover the rail and go a little bit into the quarter panel. Same with this side. And what you see here is a little bit of a Sharpie outline inside where it's all flat. That's where our fuel tank is going to go. We'll cut that out once we for sure are correct on our size. Tony wanted a 16 by 20 opening, so that is what I made. So the cut will kind of happen along the edge here, and then we'll have it beveled in so it will sit flush. And these are being rolled in so that it doesn't catch on all our trunk stuff. This bumper was damaged on the driver's side. This bracket there, you can also see it's bent up a bit. And for me to fix it was just to cut the bracket, because it had been snagged, I guess, on this side. That's why the quarter panel's all damaged and pulled out. So then it pulled this side of the bracket out. So I just ended up cutting it and hammering and shortening it, welding it. So now we got a bumper on the car. The next goal is going to be starting to stretch the quarter panels. So this is what we're starting with. And I'm going to start by separating the panel from the rest of the car on the bottom half. Alright guys, I've cut the quarter apart and I've kind of stretched it 3 inches now farther than it was. And it kind of flows really nice. It's hard to see in this camera and with the minimal shop space, but I guess right about there would get you a good idea of how much stretch we got. We'll compare it to the other side in a sec. Right there would be looking down the side, dead center. Versus this, down the side. Alright guys, I'm kind of just guessing here, but let's see if we can get a quarter panel stretch view. Well, that feels really good, getting that trunk floor fabricated and tacked into place there. I'm very happy with how that turned out. It's going to allow me to with the frame rails and the floor in place, that keeps that back really solid, and it should allow us to start on that quarter panel stretch. So tune in next time. I think we'll probably be starting on that.